we are going to check out the power of compounding. Power of compounding concept. What I'm effectively going to do is I'm going to write down some instruments, security instruments, or you can say investment ways where you can invest and earn a rate of interest. And we are going to see at the end that how much the figure expands, how much the figure is actually going to be. And this will go, you can use this. There's a calculator on internet, namely Money Control. Magic of Compounding. The calculator's name is Magic of Compounding. It is on the Money Control website, and you can effectively check out these figures. Everything is live. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write here bank savings, which each of us, almost 90% of our funds are usually in bank savings. I'm going to write here the Nifty 50. Okay, what Nifty 50 is? Nifty 50 is an index fund of National Stock Exchange. Nifty 50 in effectiveness comprises 50 stocks, and in that the most industries contributing the largest share, industries contributing the largest share to the economy are compiled in Nifty 50, and the companies which are part of these industries who are leaders in their industry are compiled together. So effectively Nifty 50 is the top 50 jewels of India effectively. So first one is bank savings, then Nifty 50, then bank FD, and other. In other, I'm going to write here mutual funds. Mutual funds is also an upcoming investment tool. Then here I'll take the pure equity form. What I mean by pure, I'll say where we personally invest, we personally take out our time, we find companies which are worth the investment, and we invest in quality businesses. Share price is the last thing you should look at a company. First thing you have to look is the business. If you are able to understand the business, you are good to go. So what I'm at the last column, I'm going to write as inflation. What inflation what effectively does is it takes away the purchasing power. If you have 100 rupees in your pocket, effectively after 1 year you are going to lose 4 rupees in purchasing power, because inflation takes over charge. And if you don't invest, inflation is going to kick you left and right. So what I'm going to assume is initial initially I can invest 50,000 rupees. Initially I have 50,000 rupees, and I assume that each month I can contribute 6,250 rupees, effectively 75,000 rupees a year. So monthly I'm going to contribute 6,250 towards my goals. This is a very common example. You increase the figures, the changes will occur. So initial investment, I have 50,000 rupees. I can borrow from my parents. I can borrow from, I mean, effectively parents will help you in this endeavor. If you have savings, good to go. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to write a rate of interest which the above parameters offer us, rate of interest. And here I'm going to write the amount on maturity. Amount on maturity, bear with me, it's going to be amazing. So number of years is a important thing. Now the people attending this workshop or this webinar, average age is around 18. So let's assume that we have an investment horizon of 22 years. The years may sound a lot, but once you create assets, they're going to help you carry your boat, carry your load. So number of years I'm going to take here around 22. You'll ask me why 22, because 18 plus 22 amounts to 40. 40 is the middle of our life where I don't know what that experience will be, but for a full stop I'm taking 40, because half of your life is complete and half of your life is unknown ahead of that point. So that's why I'm taking the investment horizon as 22 years. So effectively what my investments will amount after 22 years. Okay, so first I'll write the interest rates. Last year, the bank savings interest rate was 4%. It has been reduced to 2.75, and banks can do that effectively. Nifty 50 average for the last 12 years has been 12% for the last 10 years. Bank FD rate slipped from 7.25% to 6% this year. So I'm going to take the figures as it is, 6%. Mutual funds, if you pick good mutual funds, they can offer around 12 to 15% return. I'm going to be a little optimistic and I'm going to pick up the 15% figure on an average. Pure equity. Now you see, if the economy, excluding the current situation, if the economy is going to develop at a rate of 7%, so I am going to invest in those companies which are going to offer me returns above 18% at least. And there are huge amount. There's a list of companies that offer you double digit returns. So why should I invest in a company which is going to offer me 2 or 3%? That company may be cheap, but it is not worth the risk. So in pure equity, I'm going to take 20%. You might think the figures are large, but you can go on, check out the companies. They are offering, I mean, their efficiency is so good. Indian companies' efficiency is so good, they are so cost effective that they're going to offer good rate of return. And inflation is 4%. What effectively happens with inflation is inflation every year uh, literally takes away your purchasing power. Now you see what will happen. Amount on maturity. I've invested, let's say, 50,000 rupees at the start today. I'm investing to 6250 rupees each month. I think 6,000 rupees are somewhat manageable. I'm not saying 20,000, 30,000. And excluding the situation where after some years you might be able to generate new income streams and you can increase this monthly figure. So what will happen after 22 years? I have the figures written in front of me. 23.6 lakh you will earn if you keep that amount for 22 years, effectively adding each month. And let's go on to inflation. Now this will amaze you. We earned 23.6 lakhs by just keeping our funds idle in the bank. The bank loaned it out further. And what will inflation you do? You see, after taking into account inflation, the value the value which I had due to inflation, the amount has come up to 27.6 lakh. What has happened is the purchasing power of rupee has fallen. The purchasing power of rupee has fallen. The supply of rupee had increased, and that's why overall each rupee now held less value. Now you see 23.6 lakh and 27.6 lakh. Effectively, you lost 4 lakh. Effectively doing, I mean, it's not your fault, it's not my fault. You did nothing and still you lost 4 lakh. And people say don't invest, risky. Now what? Don't invest, you're anyways going to lose 4 lakh. And this is the most average example. If I take into account huge, I mean, literally everyone around us are losing money due to inflation. Just that we are not able to see it on any app. Negative loss 2,000 rupees today, lost 2 lakh rupees today, loss of 4 lakh rupees today. The problem with inflation is that it is invisible, but it is cutting your pockets under your nose, and you can't even complain to government. If you go to government, it's the government will tell you to wait for 5 years, raise your agenda in the next election, will take your agenda, will play you around again. For next 5 years you sit outside. That is what is going to happen if you go and complain to government. No one is going to take care of you. You have to make sure that you are going to be stable and you are going to invest. So you see, you effectively lost 4 lakh rupees without doing anything. Now let's move to Nifty 50, our crown 50 jewels of India. If I invest 50,000 rupees, 12% interest rate, after 22 years, what will that amount offer me? It's 87.9 lakhs. Interest rate 12%, 87.9 lakhs. You didn't do anything. You just used your brain at the starting. You made quick, wise decisions. It's really difficult. We pay lakhs and lakhs of rupees in college, and when we are asked to invest, even for 1,000 rupees, we think twice, thrice, 4 times. Why should we invest 1,000 rupees? And if you have invested lakhs and lakhs of rupees for yourself in college, you can at least invest thousands of rupees, like I have started, thousands of rupees, which will are the building blocks. That's the power of investing. Now, bank FD rate in next 10 years is going to reduce from 6% further. This um, this you can ask any economist. I'm not an economist, but you can ask any economist that the bank FD rate is going to fall. So please don't depend on bank FD rate. So bank FD is going to offer me 36.17 lakh. The difference, almost 50 lakh difference, 50 lakh difference. Let's move to mutual funds part. Mutual funds, you use your mind correctly and you find good mutual funds, and you see the figure, it's just multiplying. Can you imagine 1.4 crores just by investing in mutual funds? You offer your money to a professional, the professional pools money in the mutual funds. The mutual fund is effectively run by professionals. The professionals take care of your money and they make sure it is invested at the right place. So having awareness is so much important. Uh, the figures literally tell you, if you keep your money idle in the bank savings, inflation is going to cut your pocket. If you keep your money in mutual funds, you are going to see that almost 1.2, 1.19 crore you are going to have extra. 1.19 crore you are going to have extra. This is effectively, you have to understand the importance. Now let's move on to pure equity. There are going to be companies in the future which are going to grow at a rate of 30%, 35%, 28%. Internet based companies. India, we just need the platform. The companies are growing at a great rate. Excluding the current situation, the companies were growing effectively. They were so efficient. There are companies offering almost 50% interest rate of return. Obviously, there are rare opportunities that share price is also very high of those companies, but they command respect. They command brand value. Let's move to pure equity amount, and you'll see what magic it's going to happen. Just at the starting 1 month, you're going to take some time off, one some minutes, some hours out of your time. Maybe if you're going to use Instagram, you can use to find informative videos, or you can use YouTube to your advantage. You can use that 1 hour after dinner where you are free and you can study about this. Now let's move on to the pure equity figure, where I effectively use my brains and make sure the tools of investing are powerfully used. You see, 3.34 crore is the amount after a specific number of years, where I use my brains, I use the tools, I use whatever knowledge I have, I use build in quality companies, I purchase part ownership. Even if you're buying small amount of shares, still you have to look at it as an ownership. You have to look at it as an owner of the business. Even if you are not called on the board of meetings, you have to make sure that as a owner of the business, is the business worth investing? If you bring up Yes Bank and tell me I'm going to invest in Yes Bank, obviously you are going to make a fool of yourself. The company that promoter ran away, wasting pure poor investors' money, he is effectively free. Although CBI is going on with this investigation, but who lost 96% of the investment value has been lost. There were people advising me to purchase Yes Bank, but I knew what Yes Bank was worth. There are effectively seniors around 25, 30 years of age who commanded so much experience, as they said themselves. They invested so much amount, they lost 96% in Yes Bank. Obviously, if you make poor decisions just because the share price is falling, that doesn't mean that the share price is cheap. Obviously, there is a reason why the top investors are dumping those shares.